today I'm decorating my house for Christmas. And as I decorate, I want you to spend some time to imagine how the decorations would look like in your own space. Throughout today's decorating, I'll share not just style tips, but also a little bit of lessons throughout my real estate career and my faith journey, because I believe that God should be the foundation of every beautiful home and a heart of gratitude. As a realtor, I help families buy and create homes that they love. And right now, I'm really excited to share with you all not just what I bought, but also the heart behind how I styled my home for the holidays. This year, I wanted to go for a classic, rich, Ralph Lauren style Christmas, but on a budget. So I picked up a few budget-friendly pieces that went with pieces I already had. And as we decorate, I'll show you how to make your home feel high-end without spending a lot. There's some things that we got from Goodwill, some things we already had. At the end, the covers, I got them from Amazon. And I used them in my pillows that I already had. And I already had some ribbons. But I probably bought like 2 of them, and the rest I already had. And I love the books that we got from Goodwill. And this is the one that we got from Hobby Lobby. Okay, now you've seen everything I picked up. Let's start decorating. This is what my living room looks like before. This year I wanted my home to feel warm, rich, and cozy. And I also wanted to do a bit of Ralph Lauren inspired decor, but without the Ralph Lauren price tag. You know, growing up, we never had Christmas decor in our house. So now as a mom, when I decorate my home, I always try to create the kind of home I wished I had growing up. And it's like I'm giving my little girl the Christmas she never got. One thing I always recommend if you're decorating on a budget is this. Start with what you already have. Every year, I reuse my main pieces, the garlands, the stockings, the trays, and then I only add a few affordable accents to make it feel new. You don't need to replace everything. You just need to refresh what you have. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one holiday piece you put out every year because it holds meaning to you? Tell me your tradition or your sentimental item in the comments, please. Okay, listen, Goodwill is a hidden gem during the holidays. People donate really good items, especially classic pieces. This year, I picked up a few books with those deep green and navy covers that look super Ralph Lauren, and they were literally under $3. When you mix new items with thrifted pieces, it gives your decor character, like you thoughtfully collected everything over time. Have you ever found a hidden gem in Goodwill or a thrift shop? I would love to know what it was. I also got several things from Hobby Lobby because everything Christmas was 50% off. And if you're decorating on a budget, that's the first place to check if you're looking for ribbons, greenery, ornaments, all of that. And even with just a few accents, your home will feel like you invested so much more than you actually did. Now, when you're decorating, if you want your home to look more high-end, pick a color palette or a theme and stick to it. This year, I wanted to go for a Ralph Lauren inspired look, which includes deep forest greens, navy blue, oxblood red, warm creams, and touches of brass or gold. And it gives a nostalgic and elevated classic American equestrian heritage meets cozy lodge. The look is layered, textured, and curated, not minimalist and not ultra bright modern. It feels like you are finally bringing color back to Christmas. The Ralph Lauren trend is huge this year, and it's not really about having exactly Ralph Lauren branded items. It's about evoking the feel. So if you want to try or incorporate the Ralph Lauren look to your home this year, incorporate items that you love and add 1 or 2 signature details like tartan or brass to ground the aesthetic. So once you choose your colors and your theme, everything starts feeling more put together without trying too hard. And honestly, this is something I've learned in my real estate career. A home feels beautiful when it has a clear vision behind it. The same way I tell my clients, when you know what you're building toward, everything becomes easier. You have to have a vision. Whether it's decorating your home, buying your first home, investing or building wealth, or rebuilding your life after a hard season. A vision with clarity gives you direction. And speaking of rebuilding, I will tell you that this season for me feels different because it's the first year without both of my parents. And even though God has brought me into a much better place than I was last year, that empty space still shows up. Losing my dad this year was not easy, but as I'm here speaking with you, I'm reminded that even in seasons of loss, God still brings you comfort, joy, and restoration into the spaces we create. And that gives me a deeper appreciation for the home that God has given me. And what this season has really taught me is that healing isn't about forgetting. It's about letting God meet you in the middle of your grief. You learn to create new memories while honoring the old ones. And you realize that He fills the gaps that loss leaves behind. He brings comfort and love in the quiet moments when no one else sees. And you learn that God can rebuild your heart in ways you didn't even know where possible. He uses the hardest moments to soften you, to make you kinder, more grateful, and more aware of his presence. He strengthens you quietly. He holds you when you feel overwhelmed, and he reminds you you are never walking through any of this alone. Somehow, he turns even the painful seasons into something beautiful. And in this moment, I want to remind you that peace doesn't come from having a perfect life. It comes from having God in your life. Healing happens when you trust that He's still writing your story, even in the parts that don't make sense yet. So while I finish decorating this space, I do it with so much gratitude because God has met me in every corner of my life, even the ones that felt empty. If this season feels bittersweet for you, I want you to know that you're not alone. Now, I want to know what brings you comfort and joy in your home after a hard year. Is it decorating, prayer, or simply creating new memories with your family? Share what helps you heal most in the comments so our community can support each other. Well, thank you for being here with me today, sharing this moment and this part of my home and heart with me. All right, that's it for today. If you enjoyed decorating with me, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. I share lifestyle, faith, and real estate content every week. All right, thank you for spending time with me. Bye.